In this video, we will learn about indifference curve analysis and consumer's equilibrium. What is consumer equilibrium? Consumer equilibrium is a situation when consumer maximizes his satisfaction by allocating his total income or income on various goods and services. So when consumer allocates his income on various goods and services in such a manner so that his total satisfaction is maximum, that situation is known as consumer's equilibrium. Here we will see what are the conditions of consumer's equilibrium in case of indifference curve analysis. First we will see about the budget line, and then we will see about the indifference curve, then we will see the conditions of consumer equilibrium. Figure 1 shows the budget line PQ. Okay, consumer is here, we assume that consumer is consuming two goods, good X and good Y. I have plotted good X on X axis and good Y on Y axis. Price per unit of good X is Px and price per unit of good Y is Py. And slope of this budget line is Px by Py. Clear? Now, budget line shows the various combinations of two goods which consumer can afford or consumer can buy by allocating his total budget or total income. So on this line, whatever the combination of good X and good Y are there, cost of all combinations are equal, and that is equal to the budget. But different combinations are offering different satisfaction level to the consumer. Therefore, consumer will choose such combination which will offer higher satisfaction to the consumer. Okay, now coming to the indifference curve. Here I have taken one indifference curve IC. Okay, now indifference curve shows various combination of two goods which offer equal satisfaction to the consumers. So whatever the combination of good X and good Y are there on this indifference curve, all combinations are offering equal level of satisfaction to the consumer. Now question is, which set consumer should buy? Which set consumer should buy? Obviously, consumer should buy those combination or that combination which cost less, because cost of various combinations will be different. Now, what is slope of the indifference curve? Slope of the indifference curve is indicated by marginal rate of substitution. It is written as MRS, marginal rate of substitution, and this is equal to delta Y by delta X. And what is marginal rate of substitution? Marginal rate of substitution is the rate at which consumer is willing to sacrifice good Y for good X. Okay, if consumer want to increase the consumption of good X by 1 unit, so marginal rate of substitution showed how much units of good Y consumer has to sacrifice. Okay, so at any point of on this indifference curve, marginal rate of substitution will show the rate at which consumer is sacrificing good X, good Y with good X. Clear? So at any point. Now, initially slope of the indifference curve is very high, and as we move from left to right or top to bottom, slope gradually decreases. And this shows that consumer is willing to sacrifice less and less amount of good Y when he is increasing his consumption of good X for 1 unit. These two conditions we have seen. Now we will see the condition of consumer equilibrium. Okay, now here I have shown indifference curve as IC and PQ is the budget line of the consumer. Now, what is condition of consumer equilibrium? So, in case of indifference curve analysis, consumer has said to be reached equilibrium when two conditions are satisfied. First condition is first case of consumer equilibrium is marginal rate of substitution is Px by Py equal to delta y by delta x. What is Px by Py? Px is per unit price of good x and Py is per unit price of good y. And this is slope of the indifference curve. And what is marginal rate of substitution? So marginal rate of substitution is slope of the indifference curve, which is delta y by delta x. So the point at which the slope of the indifference curve is equal to the slope of the budget line, at that point consumer reaches the equilibrium. If at point E, slope of the indifference curve and slope of the budget line both are equal, so consumer will reach equilibrium at point E. Clear? And at point E, budget line is tangent to the indifference curve. This is first condition of consumer's equilibrium. Second, second condition of consumer equilibrium is IC is convex at the point of equilibrium. The point of equilibrium at E, so IC curve must be convex. It should not be concave. Now we will discuss about the, you can say, first one, marginal rate of substitution equal to Py by Px equal to delta y by delta x. If this condition is satisfied, then consumer is said to be in equilibrium. Okay. Also, we will see the rationale of this condition. Say, IC1, IC2 and IC3 are the different indifference line in the indifference map. Now, IC3 is a indifference curve which is beyond the budget line. So all combinations of IC3 are non-attainable. Okay, so consumer cannot reach IC3. Okay, now what is objective of a rational consumer? Rational consumer try to reach the highest indifference curve in his budget. Talk about IC1. IC1 is behind the IC2. So IC1 is related with lower satisfaction level as IC2. So within the given budget PQ, consumer is reaching the highest indifference curve IC2. Okay, and the point where the slope of the budget line PQ is same as slope of the IC2, at that point only consumer is reaching the equilibrium. Okay, there are 2 points, say F, G, both are on the budget line as well as indifference curve, but these points are on the lower indifference curve, therefore they are related with the lower level of satisfaction. So consumer will reach the equilibrium only at point E. So this is the rationale of the first condition of equilibrium. Second, IC not convex at origin. Now, second condition, IC should be convex. What is convexity? Convexity indicates that marginal rate of substitution of indifference curve is decreasing. As consumer is moving from left to right or top to bottom, rate of substitution of rate of good Y which consumer is sacrificing for additional unit of good X is decreasing. And this is also in accordance of law of diminishing marginal utility. Clear? Again, consider situation that if this indifference curve is not convex, it is concave. So what does this mean? When consumer is increasing the consumption of any good, so what is happening? Marginal utility is not decreasing. Okay, so this is against the law of diminishing marginal utility, and again consumer will not be able to reach the equilibrium or strike the equilibrium at any point. See, whatever other points are on this indifference curve, they are attainable combinations and they are within the budget line. So it is very difficult to reach the consumer the equilibrium state. Now, again IC3 and IC2 both are the higher indifference curve. So they are associated with higher level of satisfaction. Therefore, consumer will either achieve equilibrium on E2, okay, not at this point. Clear? Therefore, IC is convex at point of equilibrium. So when these two conditions are satisfied, then consumer is said to have achieved the consumer equilibrium or reached the consumer equilibrium. So learn these two conditions of consumer's equilibrium in indifference curve analysis. When these two conditions are satisfied, then we say that consumer have reached the equilibrium. Okay, so I hope each and everything is clear to you. If any problem is there, any topic is not clear, you have not understood, then you must write it to me. I will try to rectify. Thank you.